Good afternoon. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Good afternoon. Welcome to this meeting of the Board of Education. This meeting is being televised live on AACPS TV and streamed on AACPS YouTube channel. General information and protocol for the meetings are posted on the sign by the doorway as you enter the room. So please, make sure that you read those if you have not already. The invocation. O God, we pray to administer that which is just in all educational policies, being ever mindful of your guidance. Stir us to action with love, wisdom, and understanding. The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This is the board's last meeting of 2025 school year. During this year, we've lost a number of students and staff. I ask you to join me now in a moment of silence in their memory. Thank you. If you're not aware, AACPS Talent Design and Print team has put together a slideshow remembering those we lost. If you have not seen it, I encourage you to go to www.aacps.org/YouTube and view it. Thank you. And thank you to the Talent and Design and Print team for putting that together and not showing it tonight so that I can get through this meeting. Thank you. All right. Item 2.303, approval of the minutes. Do I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Do we have consensus? Motion to establish the motion to establish, item 2.04, establish agenda order.
Motion to amend item 6.10 to ratification of a negotiated agreement between the Teachers Association of Anne Arundel County, TAC, and the Board of Education for fiscal year 27. Item 6.12 to ratification of negotiated agreement between the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, ASME, and the Board of Education for fiscal year 2027. And item 6.13 to ratification of negotiated agreement between the Secretaries and Assistants Association of Anne Arundel County, SAAC, and the Board of Education for fiscal year 2027.
Second.
We have consensus? All right, do I hear a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Howe?
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Silkworth?
Aye.
Ms. Schallheim?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent.
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
Thank you. Item 2.05, recognition, one of my favorite times of the evening. And so at this time, we have the amazing honor of recognizing one of our own, Mr. Braden Morgan, which this is officially his last board meeting that I'd like to go until about 11 o'clock tonight. As our student member of the board, I see Ms. Sarhan agreeing with me. 11:30, go up for 12. Okay, all right. And so at this time, before we get started, I'm going to ask each board member if they'd like to say a few words, and I'm going to do that by show of lights. If they would like to say a few words, very few words. Let's get started with Dr. Tobin.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to thank Mr. Morgan for an exceptional year of service. I have truly enjoyed serving with him. I have been deeply impressed with all of his work, with his commitment. I don't know how he is all the places he is on any given day, but somehow he is. And he came in with an extraordinary understanding, I felt, of the breadth of our student population. And he has done an incredible job, in my opinion, of trying to serve every part of that population. And that is a credit to him. And I'd just like to say, feel free to give me a call if you are stuck reading Plato or Hobbes or anyone else in college and need a little translation. I'm happy to do it, but mostly I wish you luck, and I'm very grateful I had the opportunity to serve with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tobin. Ms. McDermott.
Mr. Morgan, congratulations, a job well done, and I will wrap it up here. This is not to shade any previous student board members, but I don't know if I've ever seen someone do such great outreach to their constituents. You've really set the bar high. Thank you for everything you've done. Sincerely, please reach out. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. McDermott. Mr. Silkworth.
Thank you, Madam President. Seems just like yesterday that his term was beginning. So, Braden, you're a gopher, but you showed us during this year you're not only a gopher, you're an honorary Panther, you're an honorary Knight, you're an honorary everything. Braden, during the course of his term, he made it clear that every student matters, no matter what the zip code. You know, Braden, we've been so lucky in Anne Arundel County to have so many great SMOBs. I kind of thought it would be difficult for you to kind of, match, but you have been absolutely fantastic. You have done such a marvelous job, a great job, and I know we're going to see more Braden in the future. So best wishes, and what a great job! Thank you so much.
Ms. McFarland.
All right, yes, from the moment that I saw you before you even came on the board at that color run, I've seen you at everything. You have been engaging with students at almost every event. I don't know how you had time for school as well, but you graduated, so good luck with that. And I don't know who's going to eat my cookie at lunch, but someone else will, unless you want me to save them all for you, just let me know. But no, you came in, you did everything that you said you were going to do, and you made a difference. So I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Ms. McFarland. Ms. Pulliam.
Braden, thank you for a great year of service. You started as a colleague, and today you are a friend and a family member to so many of us. You are a pillar of excellence. You came here with a set of goals where you said, I'm going to visit every school and I'm going to create a unified council. And you did it. You're at every single event, and I think you missed maybe one graduation. You made sure that every single voice was heard, and you listened to every student before you made your decisions. And you are someone that we can all look up to, and I thank you. I hope that you will stay in touch. I know you're going to do great things. And so I will miss you, but I'm sure I'm just a phone call away, and we'll stay in touch.
Mr. Morgan, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I don't like having to go after you guys ever, let alone now. So I thank you guys. I didn't write anything out. And the one time I didn't write anything out, I can't remember what meeting it was, but I ended up calling myself stupid. So let's hope we don't mess up again by going off script. But I know many of you guys were also off script, and that means a lot to me. And I didn't miss that graduation, I will say. I got in a car accident. By the time I was walking out, the students were walking out. I was there waiting for them, and as an honorary Wildcat, they told me it counts. And so I made it to all the graduations. But no, this has been, thank you, Mr. Silkworth, for reminding me that it's been a year, because it's felt like 5. it's been a roller coaster this past year, and it's just really awesome to look back and really realize that we did get everything done. You know, despite a lot of unprecedented stuff that I didn't expect happening, really because of the students, because of support from central office, my many work moms across the district, and this board and the students. We were able to accomplish every single campaign promise I made by March. And that really would only account for 50%, if that, of the stuff we've been able to get done throughout this term. And, you know, many students ask me, one, how did you do it? How do you attend everything? And it's really just out of passion for the students. And they ask me if I would do it again. And although there are times throughout this term where I don't know how I would have answered, all said and done, I hesitantly would have said yes every single time to being your student member of the board. And so I thank this board. I thank you, Dr. Riddell, and your team, and every single student that I've had the pleasure to work with throughout this term.
Well, I don't know how to say goodbye, but I do know how to say that leadership is not something that you just show up and it comes through. Leadership is something that is earned, respected, and lived. And I think that you've displayed leadership to the highest by all of the colleagues that you have. There's not been one time that we've walked into a school that not only did you figure out how to be a part of the school, but you figured out the needs of the school. And I appreciate the passion that you brought to our Unified Council. That is something that is not only near and dear to my heart, but I saw the passion in your face, especially with the polar bear plunge. But what I do want to say to you is that there's going to be a lot of challenges ahead in your life. But always remember that there's nothing ever that happens in your life that you can't get through it with good friends. And back here, I think you've made great friends among this board that you can always reach back. So please remember that. And then with that, we got a little small token of our appreciation that we'd like to give to you from the board. Miss Pullen, can you help me with this? You get to open it.
Oh, I thought it was the blue bag right here. Oh, that's something too? Oh,
This
okay.
something too.
There's also, I'm scared, it's gonna jump out at me.
I know. This one comes from the board first. Then we get the second one from the board. So for most of you all who don't know, Mr. Morgan will become a member of the Loyola.
It's all wrapped. Everything in here is wrapped tissue paper.
Open it. Come on.
I'm trying. There's so much tissue paper. I'm making a mess. Facility's just gonna yell at me. There you go. That's awesome. Thank you guys.
And he's a hound dog.
There's a lot in here.
Congratulations and good, great job.
Great hounds.
The people who went there like, you're not just hound dogs now.
I said greyhounds, hound dog.
I'm working at it. Thank you
All
to
right.
my fellow Greyhounds, Miss Catalano and Jessica, for having my back on that.
All right, so, and with that, we have one more nice gift for you.
I'm not even done the first.
Yeah.
I'm working at it.
That's the most important gift. That's the most expensive one, so.
Do I open this one too or leave it?
You, of course, you have to open them all.
What is that? I'm still scared. Yeah. What is it? I'm breaking it now. Okay. Oh wow.
Open it.
Whoa. Oh wow. That is really cool. I did not expect that.
Wow, that's nice. Wow.
Oh yeah. I don't even know.
All right, congratulations, and Dr. Bedell.
Yeah, so basically I will echo everything that all of the board members have said about your impact. I talk a lot about what will people say about you 10 years from now. I mean, the time that you spent on this board, was it impactful, would ultimately lead to sustainable change? And I think the answer is a resounding yes. You have done some things that are legacy that will be here beyond all of our time. And I think you know, to also know that on your agenda, you got some things done, but you also got some things started that will be able to continue on, that future SMIBs will be able to continue to push through. So I'm proud of you, and the only advice I will give you, and this is really important advice, you know, I think you have a very bright future. I just tell you, do everything in your power to try to strive to be a level 5 leader. A level 5 leader is someone that understands how to operate with humility, but will have the professional will to do right by those that they serve. And don't ever lose that perspective as you ascend to wherever it is you're going to get to, because you already have shown us that you have the ability to get there. So we're proud of you, and I want to share a couple of things with you too. We'll start with this. This is a picture, a collage of pictures of things that you have done throughout the school year. So you get to take that home. And then you also get to take this home.
My dad's been waiting for that one.
Your dad's been waiting on this one.
He was asking if he could take it down. I was like, no.
So yes, so you get to take these things home. And then lastly, I do want to say to your father and your sister and your family, thank you, because there were a lot of sacrifices you all had to make in order for him to be as impactful and as effective as he has been. And again, your son has done a job, and he's done a job very well. So thank you all for sharing them with us. All right? So we need to get a picture in or something real quick.
Yep, I'd just like to say, Dad, I don't know why he didn't join the military. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, the 4 of you go down and the rest of us stay here.
Did we bring this down too?
If you want to, sure. Whatever you want.
Okay, probably some questions.
I'm gonna put this right next to you like that.
Wait, do I look bad in any of these? No, we're good.
Do I look bad in any of these? This is hilarious.
There is no bad side. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, the clock.
That is crazy. I did not expect that.
That's really nice.
Can I put you all in the back row? I can't see the shot. Thank you. And Mr. Silkworth, I'm just going to have you come this way. There you go. And Michelle, if you can just come a little, there we go. Thank you, and congratulations.
Hey, congratulations.
I'm sad that that portion is over with. That was the most enjoyable portion that we're going to have this evening. Braden, I don't know where to go from here, but I do know that the next person that's coming behind you is going to be just as excited about this, and I appreciate the work that you did to get her ready. And I know that most of the time, board members, student members of the board, they don't come back. But I hope you don't feel that way. You're always welcome, and you can always come back. So thank you for everything that you've done this year, truly, seriously. And with that, we'll move into public comments. Item 3, public comments on the agenda item and non-agenda items. All right, this is one of the opportunities that the board provides to hear the views and to receive the advice of community members. This The members of this board appreciate hearing from interested citizens. As appropriate, we will refer your concerns to the superintendent for follow-up by his staff. While we encourage public input on policies, program, and practices within the purview of the board and the school system, this is not the proper forum to address specific student or employee matters or to comment on matters that do not relate to the public education in Adirondack County. I remind everyone that it is inappropriate to make personnel remarks or other behaviors that disrupts or interferes with the conduct of this meeting, and if so, they are out of order. Persons who are otherwise disrupt or disturb this meeting will not be allowed to continue their remarks and will be asked to leave the meeting. It is not the board's general practice to engage in question and answer sessions with speakers. For the record, please give your name before speaking. Handouts should be given to the board assistants. I ask the speakers to observe the 2-minute clock. A yellow light will shine when you have 30 seconds remaining, and a tone will sound when your time has expired. Please conclude your remarks when you hear the tone. If you continue after the time has expired, the microphone will be turned off. It could also be turned off if the speaker addresses specific student or employee matters or comments on matters not related to public education. And with that, we will have our first set of speakers. First up is Darrell Presley. David Brashears. Molly Bruckner. Okay. Mr. Presley.
Good evening, Madam President, members of the board, Dr. Bedell. My name is Darrell Presley. I am a parent of 2 students in the district. As we close out the school year, I want to propose an idea, a true passion of mine, for the next chapter of this district's work with families. Reimagining parent involvement and parent engagement. Parent involvement is what schools have traditionally asked of us. Sign the form, attend the event, support the rule. Parent engagement is different. Engagement is a partnership. It is parents at the table as co-creators, not just recipients. Involvement is transactional. Engagement is relational. And engagement is what produces results for families whose voices have not historically been heard, for teachers who need our support, for children who at home and at school know they belong, grow, and will succeed. The cell phone policy before you tonight is a perfect place to begin that shift. I support policy JCO with one unifying appeal, that the implementing regulation be built around parent engagement, not just parent notification. The research is clear. Cell phone policies succeed when families are partners, co-creators of the expectation, not passive recipients of a rule. I understand the policy is before you for adoption tonight. My focus is on the implementing regulation that follows, because that is where this policy will succeed or fail with our families. Imagine a rollout that includes family workshops on digital habits, feedback loops from families most impacted, consistent communication standards so every family experiences this policy the same way. That is a win for the board, a win for principals and teachers, a win for our children, a win for the trust this district is building. My invitation tonight, very quickly, to this board and to Dr. Bedell to simply use the rollout policy, use the policy as a rollout as a potential proof point of a broader commitment to engaging more parents' voices in the year ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And you can have a seat at the table because you got to come back up. Thank you. Mr. Brashears.
Yes. Most of you have received more paper than you expected from one little issue. So I'm here to kind of like elaborate slightly and to kind of like have you perhaps move it to a decision. I'm starting with this. I'm here before you tonight because of a rare and singular coincidence that happened on my way 75 years ago when I was on the street to go pay my paperboy bill at the Evening Capitol. At a providential moment, I was walking past the construction of the Mills Liquor Store in downtown Annapolis. There, construction site in downtown Annapolis, there was a group of excited workers at the far end of the finished floor slab. I went back to see what in the heck was going on. While excavating to get sufficient access to erect the rear wall, the earth collapsed, revealing an entrance to a very old and well-constructed tunnel. I slipped through the workers and entered the tunnel and went in about 30 feet. They yelled, "Hey, kid, get the heck out of there." I obeyed, but I have carried a distinct memory of what I experienced to this day. I am the only living eyewitness with a determined quest to reveal this historic treasure. So here I stand seeking a decision to enable the revelation of work done by our forefathers to avoid the eyes of British spies. I've given you my money-back guarantee, and I do have the check with me tonight, that the tunnel truly exists. The proof of this can be accomplished in an hour or less by a post-hole digger with a shovel. I or someone else can perform this effort. One of the county archaeologists can be on hand to verify its existence.
Please conclude.
The tunnel's revelation will be a testimony to the bravery of our forefathers. And now with this action you can take, you can further enhance the history of our nation.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ms. Molly Bruckner.
Good evening. We are Molly Bruckner and Hillary Klimt. We are Anne Arundel County public school parents. We are here tonight to ask that you adopt stronger limits on screen-based learning in our elementary schools, including programs such as iReady, learning apps, YouTube videos, and the increased use of internet-connected projector screens. Like many parents and school districts, we were told that educational technology would personalize learning, increase engagement, and improve outcomes. But after reviewing the research, we are concerned that we have accepted these claims without demanding sufficient evidence or setting age, content, and context-appropriate guidelines. To give you a personal example, my first grader is not allowed to access YouTube at home. Why is he accessing it at school? For what purpose? Neuroscientist Dr. Jared Cooney Horvath, author of The Digital Delusion, reviewed decades of research on classroom technology and found a troubling pattern. Despite billions of dollars invested in educational technology, there is little evidence that routine screen use improves learning and substantial evidence that it can undermine it. His research highlights three major concerns. First, attention. Learning requires sustained focus, yet screens, apps, videos, and interactive programs constantly compete for student attention. Second, human connection. One of the strongest predictors of student success is the relationship between teacher and student. When instruction is increasingly mediated through screens, apps, and adaptive software, we risk replacing meaningful human interaction with digital interaction. Screens can't pivot, dig deeper, or respond to emotional, verbal, or other physical cues from students the way a teacher can. Third, transfer. Students need to apply what they learn in the real world. Skills practiced primarily through software often remain tied to that software. Education should prepare children for life, not just navigating through an app.
Dr. Horvath also points to research. Okay, we'll skip to the end. We are asking this board to establish clear guardrails, limit non-essential screen time, require evidence of academic benefit before adopting new digital programs, reduce YouTube and passive video use, prioritize paper-based learnings, and ensure technology serves teachers rather than replaces proven instructional practices.
We're going to do a book club.
Please wrap up.
Okay, about Digital Delusion at Rolling Knolls School, and we will send you more information. Thank you.
Thank you. And also, please give your, you can give the write-ups to Ms. Howe, or you can email her, either way.
We'll do both.
Okay, all right, thank you. And we are back to you, Mr. Presley.
Thank you again. I want to speak now to the middle school redesign work Not yet on tonight's agenda, but already shaping the future of every middle school in this county. I agree with Dr. Bedell. This is a time of great change in the lives of our students. We need to meet them where they are and help them adapt in ways that set them up to be successful high school students and adults. We need to improve teaching and learning, to innovate, and to intentionally create opportunities to enhance student belonging. And as our students themselves has told us, we need to bring the joy back to middle school. Kindergarten is a transition. High school is a transition. Middle school is a seismic shift. The research is clear. A great teacher at this age can fundamentally alter a child's trajectory. A sixth grader who believes even one adult in the building generally sees them, believes in them, and communicates that belief will outperform their own expectations. The inverse is just as true. A teacher who does not see a student clearly can do real damage in a single year. That is why parent engagement, that partnership I described earlier, is pivotal to meeting this moment, and why this redesign move must push past just classroom management practices that secure compliance by diminishing children. Publicly embarrassing our students is not effective management. It sacrifices belonging, control, and belonging, the foundation on which everything else rests. I'm here as a parent and as a communicator of over 30 years of professional experience to say I'm ready to help. I hope this redesign is the moment to meet where I hope this redesign is the moment to make the floor of our practice match the ceiling of our promise. Thank you.
Thank you to all our speakers. That concludes the public comments. Next up is item 4.01, our CRAS report.
Good evening, President Dent, Vice President Pulliam, members of the board, and Dr. Burdell. My name is Jason Semenoff Jr. I'm a proud now rising junior at Chesapeake High School, and I'm honored to be standing here concluding my term as CRAS Secretary of Education. This slide displays highlights from our year celebrating our amazing seniors. The class of 2026 has been truly outstanding, and words cannot fully capture the positive impact they've had on me, Krask, and beyond. We wish you the best in your future endeavors, and no matter where life takes you, we know you will all continue to shine so brightly. Now, a few congratulations are in order tonight. To Mr. Morgan, you've led a great term. I'm so honored and proud to have been able to be a student under your leadership and to have worked alongside of you. And honorary Cougar over there, I love it when you wear your Cougar windbreaker. Also, I'm excited to see what our next mob, Miss Sarah Hamdawi, does. I know this is going to be a great term upcoming. Now, I've had the privilege over the past 4 years of growing as a student leader under one person's guidance. I know I recognized her just a few months ago after she received a well-deserved award, but today she deserves to be recognized once again. On June 1st, our incredible, award-winning Krask advisor, Mrs. Pellegrin, officially retired. Congratulations, Mrs. Pellegrin. Since I first became involved in student leadership in 6th grade, Ms. Pellegrin has been a constant source of encouragement, wisdom, and support. And I can honestly say that without her guidance, I would not be standing before you today. And she challenged me to grow into the leader I am today, always believing I was capable of more than I thought possible. I always felt like I could belong, grow, and succeed with her as our leader. I've been thinking back to our many late-night oversight committee meetings. Even in those most stressful situations, she had a way of turning difficult moments into lessons that extended far beyond student leadership. The advice she gave me and us wasn't just about solving the problem in front of us. It was about integrity, resilience, and how to approach challenges in life. Those lessons have stayed with me and continue to shape the leader and the person I strive to be every single day. Ms. Pellegrin has been part of the leadership journey of countless students, and her influence has reached far beyond Anne Arundel County, and her impact can be seen across Maryland through the many student leaders and alumni whose lives she's shaped. This moment is bittersweet. While I'm incredibly excited for Mrs. Pellegrin as she begins this next chapter, I will miss her tremendously. And I look forward to student voice being valued throughout the process as we look for her successor. Ms. Pellegrin, I know you're watching at home, and on behalf of the students of Anne Arundel County and across Maryland whose life you've changed, congratulations on an extraordinary 32-year career in education. Thank you for believing us, investing in us, and inspiring generations of student leaders. On May 27th, Crask hosted Officer Elections, the final showdown. This event would not have been possible without our amazing president, Michelle Fidel, and all of the central office staff who assisted her to make this event possible. I'm so excited for the new officer team. And now, before I turn it over, I just want to quickly thank my dad, who's in the audience, and my parents and sister watching at home. They're the ones who are getting me here every Wednesday, living at the board building. 45-minute drive. I know they don't enjoy being my personal Uber driver, but hopefully in a month they won't have to be anymore. So I'll now turn it over to our next Crask Secretary of Education, Veda Pavala.
Wow, that's going to be hard to beat. I will say, I was supposed to drive today, and my dad was like, you're wearing heels. No, it's not happening. So hopefully, license test on Monday. No more Uber driver services for my dad there. So good evening, President Dent, Vice President Pulliam, members of the board, and Dr. Bedell. My name is Veda Pavala, and I am a proud rising senior at Crofton High School, and I am so incredibly honored to be serving as the 2026-2027 Crask Secretary of Education. I look forward to working with the board as both the Secretary of Education and as the Legislation and Policy Intern for the Legislative Department with Grace Wilson. I am beyond excited to work with the new officer team. Our 26-27 Crask President is Gabriella Blair, a rising junior from Meade High. Our 26-27 Crask Vice President is Sia Jane, a rising junior from Severn Run High. Our 26-27 Crask Secretary of Legislation is Ethan Mivole, a rising senior from Arundel High. Our 26-27 Secretary of Communication is Casey Capilli, a rising junior from Meade High as well. Our 26-27 Crask Secretary of Service is Paige Williams, a rising junior from Severna Park High. And our 26-27 Crask Middle School Coordinator is Eliana Semenoff, a rising 8th grader from Chesapeake Bay Middle. Paige Williams and Eliana Semenoff are also both incumbents. Crask appointed staff applications are also now open. There are 26 positions that will be filled, and applications close on June 30th at 8 p.m. To stay up to date on Crask happenings, you can visit aacps.org/Crask or follow us on Instagram at Crask_online. I hope you all enjoy the sunshine this summer, and I am so excited to see you guys again in August.
Congratulations to both of you, and congratulations to your parents. I look forward to seeing you on the highway, both of you all. Next up is our PTA report.
There's no report.
Okay, thank you. And item 4.03, Policy Committee report, Ms. Shaw.
All right. The Policy Committee met yesterday, June 16th, and discussed policy JAA, redistricting and attendance areas. Excuse me, one sec. And its accompanying regulation. This policy will come before the board for the regular 3-reader process in August. We also looked at a number of policies and regulations that were updated with technical edits, including legal references and updates to responsible offices as part of the annual policy review process. The Policy Committee will meet again on Monday, June 22nd at 3 p.m. virtually for our annual closeout meeting. Thank you as always to Ms. Wilson, her team, and all of the subject matter experts that have participated in committee meetings this year. Speaking on behalf of the entire committee, we are grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shaw. Next up is our item 4.04, Budget Committee report.
Thank you. I am sorry to say that I missed the Budget Committee meeting this time. I thank Mr. Silkworth for taking the lead. I had a conversation With Mr. Stansky, he gave us, along with Dr. Heiser, some updates on what we will be hearing later tonight. I too want to thank Mr. Stansky, all of his team, Dr. Heiser and his team, and a number of other staff members for all the support they've given the Budget Committee over the year. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tobin. Next up is the President's report, item 4.05. I want to start by congratulating all of our class of 2026 graduates. It was a joy for me and all of our board members to be able to celebrate with them and receive and watch them receive their diplomas. We know that they're very happy to get on to the next steps of their life, but I know that from all the parents, they made all of us proud, and they continue to make you proud. And so we're proud of each and every last one of them. On June 2nd, I had the privilege of attending a special reception in Washington, D.C., hosted by Congresswoman Sarah Elfers to honor our Service Academy appointees. The event recognized outstanding students for their academic excellence, leadership, and commitment to serve our nation. It was inspiring to celebrate the future leaders and their dedication, and to see so many from Anne Arundel County Public School System. I extend a congratulations and a warm appreciation to all of them, and I truly appreciate Congresswoman Elford for hosting this meaningful occasion. I also had the honor of attending the 2026 Precious Pearl Cotillion, presented by the Ladies of Vision Charity in partnership with Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Epsilon Omega Chapter. This was what was amazing. 6 of the 41 debutantes was represented by Anne Arundel County Public School, and collectively they raised over $56,000. That was more than 1/3 of all the funds that was received during the entire debutante and cotillion. Special recognition goes to Miss Madison Elise Tate of Severn Run High School. She was crowned Miss Precious Pearl of 2026 and selected as Miss Congeniality. Go Severn Run. Also, a special congratulations to Miss Ava Maria Moore of Meade High School. She was named Miss T. Rose. This transformational program fostered leadership, confidence, and a commitment to service. And we're incredibly proud of all the students throughout AACPS for their accomplishments and their participation. Additionally, I'm proud to recognize Miss Ryan Blair of North County High School, who was crowned Miss Tri-State 2026 at the Elks Tri-State Beauty Pageant. This distinct honor reflects her poise, leadership, and commitments to excellence. And I will tell you that Ryan is part of the arts team. She is very excited about Apex and very excited that she will be able to continue her work with Apex over this next year as she reigns as Miss Tri-State 2026. But her achievements is a testament of the talent and promise that AACPS students are offered in our Apex program, and we celebrate her for representing our community with grace and distinction. And congratulations to all the participants, but I was really excited that AACPS racked up. Last week we had the thrill of the unanimous approval of a new contract for Dr. Bedell for the superintendent for our county. And we want to thank you, Dr. Bedell, for not only coming back for the next 4 years, but want to let you know that we appreciate you. We appreciate all the work that you've done and all of the leadership that you've shown throughout your time here. I can't be more thrilled to see what you're going to do for these next 4 years, and I look forward to working with you. Now, as you all know, Dr. Bedell came from Kansas. He went. I'm sorry, Missouri. Is that different? Okay.
You know that. You lived there.
Yes, I did live there. It's definitely where Dorothy comes from. But what I really want to say is, this weekend, Dr. Bedell is amongst the 48 honorees to have their names enshrined in the Kansas City Monument to Freedom, Justice, and Courage this Saturday. And this honor is something that recognizes Dr. Bedell's work and the work of his team that they did in Kansas City Public Schools during his 6 years as a superintendent, particularly as it relates to the effort to regain, and I can't even imagine a school that did not have an accreditation for over 20 years. I can't even imagine what that looks like and the amount of work that it takes to go in and the amount of dedication and commitment that it took for you to ensure that all of your team, your staff, the community, the school system in its entirety demonstrated in order for them to get to an accreditation after 20, I think it was 22 years total, right? Yeah, 22 years total. And so this monument is something that honors individuals who have demonstrated exceptional leadership qualities in their ongoing efforts to enhance the quality of life in urban communities in Jackson County, Missouri. And so I am proud to have one of our own enshrined in it, and I look forward to attending the event, which is going to be so exciting for Dr. Bedell and his family. So congratulations to you in advance. Yes. All right, Ms. Pulliam.
And so it should be no surprise, based on what President Dent just mentioned, that this week Dr. Bedell was named President-elect of the Public School Superintendent Association of Maryland. So that's on local news, right?
Yes, thank you.
And in short, that's PZAM. So I just hope that Dr. Bedell has time to recognize that and bask in this because come August, we're going to be back into the doors of these school systems, and so enjoy your summer. Have a great time this summer, with all of the accolades, bells and whistles that come in your way. You deserve it. So with that concludes the president's reports. Thanks, everybody. All right, next up is item 4.06, our superintendent's report.
All right, well, thank you, and yeah, I'm looking forward. It'll be the first time returning back to Kansas City since I left, so I'm honored. I'll leave it at that. I want to start off before I get into my slide deck. I would like to welcome Siobhan Hall, and she's here from Prince George's County. She is conducting her capstone internship for the University of Maryland College Park doctoral program in school system leadership. She's has a responsibility of, I think, shadowing a couple of entities. So she chose Anne Arundel County as one. I think you'll be doing one at the New York State Department of Education. But this is part of her requirement, and part of that shadow experience was to also experience a school board meeting. So we wanted to welcome you here and thank you for choosing Anne Arundel County as one of your experiences. All right, so Madam President, you already spoke about the amazing graduations that took place late last month and earlier this month, and I certainly want to add my congratulations to all of our graduates. I also want to thank our board members for attending as well, and say a special thanks to the hundreds of people from across our school district who helped to stage these events. As you can imagine, planning and carrying out ceremonies for 22 schools is a huge undertaking. Kudos to everyone at the schools and all of our non-school based employees who took time to fill the many roles that were critical to the success of these ceremonies. In the rare event you didn't know, the faces of the students and staff in these photos will certainly tell you that school is now out for the summer. Tomorrow, our classroom teachers and other 10-month employees finish up and will begin their summer break. This has been a great year, and I need to say a special thanks for everything you all have done for this district during your time here, and this is really to those who are retiring. You've made us better, and we will carry your work forward from here. Congratulations to a job well done to all of our faculty and staff, and I most certainly hope you will take some time to enjoy your summer. Next, I have some congratulations to share. I'll start with Jacqueline Sanderson, our 2025 Teacher of the Year, who has been named Washington Post Teacher of the Year. Ms. Sanderson does an amazing job teaching English language development at Belle Grove Elementary School, and she has been a vocal proponent for the needs of her students and other multilingual learners. But this also extends beyond what she does just for students. It's what she's done for colleagues as she goes out to advocate on behalf of making sure that NBC teachers are properly compensated for all of their hard work. And her efforts have ultimately resulted in some positive things happening in that area. So I'm extremely proud of Ms. Sanderson and looking forward to all of the things she will continue to do to represent Anne Arundel County on a national level. Congratulations to 4 of our network assistant superintendents, Sean Conley, Bill Goodman, Ginger Henley, and Naria Williams, Dr. Naria Williams, for completing this year's cohort of the National Principal Supervisor Academy sponsored by AASA. The Academy is aimed at helping to enhance collaboration with principals, establish principal professional learning communities, and improving the overall effectiveness of principals to bring about better teaching and learning in our schools. This is an intensive program and reflects the passion these educational leaders have to better their craft. We have 2 more of our network assistant superintendents, Kelly Thomas and Brian Powell, ready to take part in the Academy for next year's cohort. Congratulations also to our Human Resources team, especially the Benefits Office, for its focus and commitment to employee wellness. That work has earned AACPS a silver level healthy business designation from Care First. To Glen Burnie High School's Yerid Rodriguez, who was named the Maryland 2026 Youth Apprentice of the Year. Yerid spent his apprenticeship at Free State Electrical and plans to open his own electrical business in the future. And to our communications and design and print services teams, which combined to earn 2 Telly Awards for broadcasting excellence and 15 National Communication Awards from the National School Public Relations Association. These are all just more examples of the great things that continue to take place in this school district. And finally, I want to acknowledge the athletics teams and individuals that won state championships since our last meeting in May. Congratulations to the Broadneck High School softball team and the Crofton Boys track team for team championships, and to 17 individual and relay teams for winning state titles as well. Those include the Anne Arundel High School women's 4x100 relay team, which broke a 24-year-old state record to earn their championship, and Crofton High School's A.J. Mason, who set a state record in winning the discus title. By my count, that's 12 team titles in the spring, including 7 in unified bocce. In addition, our individual student athletes or relay teams brought home 17 more state titles this spring. Take a look at the list on the screen. As I mentioned earlier, there are 2 state records on that list. So if you're counting, and I am, there were 22 team championships and 31 individual or relay championships in athletics this school year. That's 53 state titles, 11 more than a year ago. Put that together with the state music championships, the 30 gold medalists at the Maryland Skills USA competition, and the many individual statewide honors earned by our students and staff that we've shared throughout the year. And I'd say we've had a year that everyone should be very proud of here in Anne Arundel County. Madam President, that concludes the superintendent's report.
Thank you very much. Very impressive report, very great way to wrap up our year, and I look forward to seeing what 2027 can produce. But I will say this disclaimer. This is a disclaimer. You know, at somewhere, you're going to reach 100%, and you can only go to 100%. Well, I don't know where we're going next, but I think we're definitely headed to 100%. So congratulations to the staff, the students, the educators, and everybody from central office, the coaches. I mean, just there's been so much support, and this is such a great school system. And I am just so proud of each and every last one of you. So, but have a great summer. I'm going to keep saying that because I am looking forward to the summer. All right, item number 5, consent of awards. Do I hear a motion to bundle item?
Motion to bundle.
Second.
We have consensus. Dr. Bedell, your recommendation?
Thank you, Madam President. The superintendent recommends that the Board of Education authorize the award of contracts under consent items numbered 5.01 through 5.10.
All right. No discussion. All right. Ms.
So
Howe?
moved.
No.
Yep.
So
Need a
moved.
motion and a second.
Sorry.
Second.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Now second. Now any discussion? Ms. Howe?
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Silkworth?
Aye.
Ms. Shawhan?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent?
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
Thank you. Moving on to item 6, action items. First up is item 6.01. Dr. Vidal, your recommendation?
Madam President, the superintendent recommends that the board approve the administrative personnel appointment. Oh, sorry. Madam President, the superintendent recommends that the board approve the administrative personnel appointments as discussed in executive close.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Ms. Howell?
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Silkworth?
Aye.
Ms. Shawhan?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent?
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
Item 6.02. Dr. Vidal?
Madam President, the superintendent recommends that the board approve the actions as stipulated on the attached sheets.
So moved.
Second.
I see no discussion. Ms. Howell?
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Silkworth?
Aye.
Ms. Shawhan?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent?
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
Thank you. Next up, item 6.03, reappointment for school board's ethics panels. Ethics panel members. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? I see no lights. Ms. Howell?
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Silkworth?
Aye.
Ms. Shawhan?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent?
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
Next up is item 6.04, policy revisions, our second reading. On item 6.04, use of personal electronic communications devices by student codes JCO.
Thank you, Madam President. Grace Wilson will take us through this second read.
Good evening, President Dent, Vice President Pulliam, members of the board, and Dr. Bedell. For the record, I'm Grace Wilson, Director of Legislation and Policy. As a reminder, policy JCO, use of personal electronic communication devices by students, is before you on second reading after being posted for a 30-day public comment period. We did receive one comment, and that has been shared with the board and is available publicly. This policy is being updated at the request of the superintendent to reflect our current practice governing student personal electronic device use. And with that, I'd be happy to take any questions the board may have.
If there's no lights, I see no lights. Yep, and no discussions. All right, we'll move on to item, I'm sorry, I gotta put my glasses back on. We'll move on to policy position, second reading for item 6.05, student sexual harassment and misconduct policy code JP.
Thank you, Ms. Dent. Policy JP, student sexual harassment and misconduct, is also before you on second reading after being posted for a 30-day public comment period. We did not receive any feedback during that time frame. And as a reminder, this policy is being revised at the request of staff to reflect the 2020 Title IX final rule that is currently in effect. And with that, I'd be happy to take any questions.
All right, I see no lights, so both of these policies will move on to the third reading. For final adoption of the policy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. All right. Next item is item 6.06, donations to Anne Arundel County, to Arundel High School. Dr. Bedell.
Thank you, Madam President. The superintendent recommends that the Board of Education accept the donation to Arundel High School from the estate of the late Jeffrey Amdor in the amount of $585,923.68.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, I
Nope.
see lights.
Yep, down here.
I see lots of lights. First up, Ms. McDermott.
All right. On behalf of Ms. Schallheim and myself, who represent the Arundel community and the entire Board of Education, we want to honor the extraordinary legacy of Mr. Jeffrey Amdor, a dedicated educator, mentor, and community member whose impact on Arundel High School will be felt for generations. For 24 years, Mr. Amdur inspired students as a world languages teacher at Arundel High School. Beyond the classroom, he was a beloved presence in athletics across Anne Arundel County and Maryland, serving as an announcer and scorekeeper whose enthusiasm and commitment touched countless lives. Through one of the most significant gifts ever made to an AACPS school, Mr. Amdur's estate will continue to invest in the future of Arundel students. Because of his generosity, there will be a scholarship fund established for Arundel High School graduates pursuing their education at Loyola University, his alma mater. Mr. Amdur's generosity will continue to impact the lives of students for generations to come. On behalf of the Board of Education, we express our deepest gratitude for his lifetime of service and his enduring belief in the power of education. We look forward to celebrating his legacy with the Arundel community this fall. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. McDermott. Next up is Mr. Silkworth.
Thank you, Madam President. So I had the honor and the privilege to be a colleague of Jeff, Mr. Amdur. We had quite a few things in common. Jeff was one of my first colleagues, along with Colleen Stauffer. Jeff was a French teacher, and I was a French teacher. Jeff was an announcer for the Wildcats in basketball, and I think in other areas as well. I was an announcer for the Knights of North County. Jeff also was a retired announcer for the Wildcats. He came back after he retired because I guess once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Well, I am also a retired announcer. So Jeff and I had an awful lot in common. We went through many meetings together and events together. And so on behalf, I appreciate the comments that were just made about Jeff Amdur. On behalf of all the Wildcats and on behalf of Anne Arundel County Public Schools and the community, I would like to say to Jeff, merci mille fois. What a generous donation, and the legacy of Jeff Amdur goes on. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Silkworth. Ms. Shawhai.
I really appreciate, oh, my mic is not on, there it is. I really appreciate Ms. McDermott and Mr. Silkworth's comments. I think that this is a beautiful gift for a wonderful community, and I'm just so touched that his legacy will impact the lives of students for, I mean, this will be an endowment forever, potentially. So I just think it's so beautiful that he thought of Arundel High School, and it's clear that he will be absolutely missed, and that he devoted himself for decades to his work here. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Morgan.
Very briefly, as a future Greyhound and as the representative of the students of Arundel High School, and I'm very frequently a Wildcat this past year, very frequently. I love my Arundel people, and I know multiple of which who actually will be attending Loyola with me next year, and some who want to out of Arundel I've talked to. So I just want to thank Mr. Amdur and my colleagues for their remarks, and Mr. Amdur for the generosity, because it will make a huge impact for our Wildcats for the future.
I was just trying to figure out where you were going. I thought you was going to say, hey, I'm near enough that I should be a recipient.
So thank you all for your comments, and thank you so much, Mr. Anders, for your generosity. But Ms. Pulliam and I had the amazing opportunity to visit Loyola, and I've been there a couple of times, and when I go to the school, you could just feel the pride as you walk on, or as you drive onto the campus. And I know that many places that you go on, they're not so welcome. But I didn't feel like I was entrapped. I felt like I didn't. They were so kind. They showed us everything. I mean, the person that told us how to get to the bookstore was a gardener. And he's like, yep, it was a beautiful school. So I think you're going to enjoy it. I don't think they have a good lacrosse team, but everything else was. All right. With that, we'll move on into the next one. So I think we got to take some photos, right?
We need to vote.
We need to vote? Okay. Yeah, we already have a motion. Do we have with discussion? So next up, Ms. Howe.
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Silkworth?
Aye.
Ms. Schallheim?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent.
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
Awesome. All right. Next up, item 6.07, 2026 Educational Facilities Master Plan. Dr. Bedell, your recommendation.
Madam President, the superintendent recommends approval of the 2026 Educational Facilities Master Plan.
So moved.
Second.
All right. I see lights. Let's get up. That's okay. Dr. Tobin.
Yes, I just had a quick question. First of all, thank you, obviously, for this management, this plan. It's always a very valuable read, and I recommend to members of the public to take a look at it, because this is incredibly important information upon which we make a lot of our decisions. I did want to ask a question about the status of the projections generally, because obviously we saw a bit of a change in enrollment this year, and I'm just wondering how or if that factored into the projections in any way as they are in this plan for the current.
I'm not sure. Is it? Oh, this is working. Okay. Jeff Hagan, Executive Director of Facilities. So repeat your question one more time, if you don't mind, please.
So in the EFMP, obviously for each feeder, looking at each school, there are projections of enrollment out to 35 or whatever.
Correct.
And given that we had a slight dip in enrollment this past year that was a bit unexpected, did that shift those long-term projections in any way?
It does, yes, because it's a formula that tracks really from when a student arrives in kindergarten and tracks all the way through our system. So when you start to see those dips at the early ages, that carries through without a doubt, yes.
So I assumed that was the answer, but for the public, I just wanted people to know that that's how it works. We're taking into account where we are at this minute.
Correct.
And then you have formulas for the out years that...
We do, and those formulas also factor in historic data from every school.
Right.
So there's a lot of nuance to it, for sure.
Yeah.
But yes, when we see dips, it does affect the long term, no doubt.
Okay. Well, thank you. That was the sum total of my question. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Tobin. No other questions? Okay. Ms. Howell?
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Silkworth?
Aye.
Ms. Schallheim?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent.
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
Next up is item 6.08, fiscal year 2027 operating budget. Dr. Bedell.
Madam President, the superintendent recommends approval of the Board of Education FY 2027 operating budget as approved by the County Council.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, I see no lights. Ms. Howell?
There'll be sort of an update.
Oh, it didn't say that.
All right, I know. Jeff up here with me. I get it. It is. As a lifelong wearer of glasses, the eyes dilated is the worst. So I feel your pain. There you go. Thank you, Madam President. Again, for the record, Matt Stansky, Chief Financial Officer. I'm just going to walk you through briefly the changes from the county executive proposal to the county council proposal. Oh, it works perfect. And so typically when we use this chart, Yellow, it means the change from board to county executive. We're now using green for county executive, or from county council changes to county executive. So start on the revenue side. Unfortunately, when we got our final state numbers, it came in a little bit lower. It was really in the area of pre-K. Statewide, the state had counted some students they shouldn't have counted in the pre-K numbers, so they backed them out. So hence, by backing them out, we're losing a little bit of revenue. So all in about 18.2 million, 3% over last year. The county council did add a little bit of money to the county executive's proposal, so we're now just close to $1.1 billion from the county, almost $74 million increase over last year, 73.4, but again, 7.48% increase. So no other changes to revenue. So you see a $91.7 million increase in the general fund, all funds $88.7 million. On the compensation front, the only change from the executive's proposal is they did find additional revenue to increase the pay for temporary support assistants, or TSAs, to $18 an hour. So that gets us $1 million there to make that happen. Moving down to not so great news, we do have two reductions. The first is because of that state aid reduction, we are going to have to continue our central office hiring freeze. So we're calling a rolling hiring freeze, meaning we're not freezing vacancies for the entire year. We're just keeping them vacant longer until so we can get those savings to so we can essentially balance the budget. But again, this does not impact any school-based staffing. It's only non-school-based or central office positions. And then we are, if the board remembers, we did a holdback or reserved about 51.5 general education positions in anticipation of a tough budget year. And unfortunately, we are going to have to cut those positions and reallocate them, and you'll see where we're reallocating them in a minute. If you go all the way down to grant replacement, we'll come back up to the greenhouse in momentarily. We need these grant positions that were funded out of special ed in the general fund. And so we're using the resources from that reduction of general education teachers to fund these positions permanently in the general fund for special education. And then the last change was the county council did work with the executive to find $25,000 to renovate the Southern High School greenhouse. And so with that, Madam President, concludes my presentation, and happy to answer any questions the board may have.
Okay, I do see lights.
Oh, there we go.
Dr. Tobin.
Thank you, Mr. Stansky. Thank you to all the team that's sitting back there for all the work throughout the year. Well, budgeting never stops, I think, but we've come to technically the end of another cycle, so thank you to everyone. I also want to thank the county council for finding that money for the TSAs. I think that is incredibly important. I think we've spent years, frankly, trying to move the needle there. I would be the first to say they probably still need more, but I'm very, very grateful that we have reached the $18 mark, and I hope we can continue to move in the right direction on that, because these are people who serve our, in many cases, work with our most vulnerable students. And I know also have a huge benefit to our general education teachers as well. And so in that sense, support the whole system. So I just want to note my thanks to the county council for this and their partnership in recognizing the importance of this. Obviously, I'm sorry to see some of the reductions we have to make, but given the year and given what we're seeing in lots of other counties, I'm truly grateful for where we find ourselves. And thank you again, Mr. Stansky, and all your team for your incredible work on this.
Thank you, Dr. Tobin. Ms. Pulliam.
Mr. Stansky, thank you so much, and I want to thank the county council for all their work and really making education a priority for our county, and they've done it year after year. We're very blessed. I do want to ride on the coattails of Dr. Tobin and the TSAs. That really is a major step in the right direction. And secondly, the greenhouse for Southern High School. I want to thank the County Council for finding a way to fund that. With the expansion of our ag program, it's really important that we have a greenhouse that's operational. And they heard us and they funded it. So thank you so very much. And I'm sure that the families at home are very pleased and will be excited to hear. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pulliam. Mr. Sickworth.
So I would like to also thank Mr. Stansky, Dr. Heiser, and the entire staff for the great work that you do. Certainly would like to thank County Council for everything that I think that they've done to help us in this budget. And I think I would be remiss if I didn't. This is the last budget, I believe, for Stuart Pittman as our county executive. And over the course of my career, I have I've seen many county executives come and go. And I would like to thank County Executive Pittman for not just for this year, but for his legacy. He has done a great deal for Anne Arundel County Public Schools and education. I just want to thank him for that as well. Thank you.
And I would just like to echo the work that you've done. I know that you spent a lot of hours with each board member, kind of going through what it means to be to really try to explain the budget to us and what it means for each line that you've put in the budget. And as for me, I just can tell you that I'm so impressed by just how much and how well in tune that you and your team are to this budget. I know that the county does a lot of work with you, but you're highly respected even among them. And so when they started talking about there may be extra money left over, I didn't even hesitate because I knew that you was going to be fighting to get as much extra money was left over for Anne Arundel County Public Schools.
That's
And
right.
so you've done a yeoman's job of getting us additional funding, and I am extremely ecstatic about it. I know that I echo Dr. Tobin's and all the board when they talk about our TSAs because they cannot be taken for granted. And so fighting to get even the funding to move them from $16 to $18, that's so important to all of us. And it was very important to this board that we find a way to be able to say that, you know, that's commensurate of the work they do in our classrooms every single day. So with that, I do think that's all the comments. I see no more lights. And that ends the discussion for this. Now can we vote? Ms. Howe?
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Silkworth?
Aye.
Ms. Shawheim?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent?
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
Thank you all, everyone. All right, next up is item 6.09, fiscal year 2027 capital budget adoptions. Dr. Bedell.
Thank you, Madam President. The superintendent recommends approval of the Board of Education FY 2027 capital budget as approved by the County Council.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. We'll open it up for discussion. Over to you.
Well, yeah, again, for the record, Jeff Hagan, Executive Director of Facilities. Before you is the infamous red, white, and blue sheet, little fancier colors that Mr. Skansky uses.
Yeah, sure. Very patriotic.
Exactly. But just as a reminder what these colors do mean, the blue are projects that were not funded at the same level that was in the original request, could be above, could be below. White is projects that were funded at the full level, and red are projects that were not funded at all this cycle. I do bring happy news, though, for this particular presentation, that we are getting an increase from what we presented to you last time of $6,253,000. And I'll break down where those projects are falling this time very briefly. So I won't go through every line item. We'll just go through the ones that are affected by this additional funding. The first line is item 12, the Board of Education Project and Program Planning line item. That the County Council gave us an additional $1,275,000 for feasibility studies. This is 6 schools that are the next cohort of projects that we have in our 10-year master plan that we brought to you last year. Those schools are Arundel Middle School, Glendale Elementary School, Riviera Beach Elementary School, Chesapeake Bay Middle, Bodkin Elementary, and Van Bocklin Elementary. And the advantage here is that we'll be able to get these projects started this summer. We'll understand the scope and the cost estimates a little bit better, so as we go into our FY28 budget cycle, we'll have a little better understanding of what the needs really truly are. The next item is line item 17. You'll see there's, Ruth Parker Eason. That's actually line 16, sorry. And that is $250,000 also for a feasibility study, similar to the ones I just described. The reason this was broken out separate was because in the out years in the budget, they actually had already allocated construction and design funding for us. So they just brought the $250,000 forward to FY27, which will allow us again to start that feasibility study. Next is the upgrade various schools line item. That includes another $828,000 above what we saw last time. That's $500,000 for the Southern High School team rooms, and then $328,000 for various projects at MacArthur Middle School. And then lastly, the athletic stadium improvements line includes another $3.9 million for field house construction. As you may recall, we had money already allocated in this budget for enough money to do the Chesapeake High School field house. This now will allow us to also do the Arundel Arundel High School field house. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Dr. Tobin?
Yes, I did want to ask about the status, where the status of line 25 vehicle replacement leaves us if we're not getting money to replace those vehicles.
Correct. Yes.
What's happening?
Well, we will not be getting any vehicles this cycle, unfortunately.
But usually, yes. I mean, presumably, we're often on a cyclical schedule where things need replacing. I mean, does this leave us?
We have some additional or leftover funding. We think we can bridge the gap for this fiscal year.
All right. That was my concern, if this really leaves us in the lurch somehow.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. McDermott?
Thank you. I wanted to express my gratitude to our partners at the County Council for making it happen and finding the dollars to be able to do both field houses for Arundel and Chesapeake. That's not an easy feat, so incredibly thankful for the effort. I'd also like to thank Delegate Andrew Pruski for his continuous support of the Arundel community, and finally for the students, family, and staff who came out and really advocated so beautifully for both schools. Thank you. Your work paid off. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. McDermott. Ms. Pulliam?
I too, well, thanks again, Mr. Stansky. I know the Southern journey where we're just really starting and scratching the surface. So for the County Council to recognize that we do need attention at Southern High School and getting us on the first steps of getting that team room, I am so very thankful to the County Council members for listening and making sure that we get on the first track. And I also want to thank Jeff and you and Dr. Heiser for recognizing that there are inequities there at Southern High School, and next year they will be priorities for the second gym and for the systemic renovation, because quite honestly, it doesn't matter if we have a team room. If the HVAC goes, we're done. If the boiler system breaks down, we have problems. So I thank you for everything. I thank the County Council. I thank Ms. Shannon Ledbetter and all the County Council members that supported this effort. Thank you.
And with that, I see no more lights.
I forgot all the families that came out. Forgive me. That came out to champion for Southern High School. They drove 40 minutes to Severn, and they got Severn Run, and they got to really get out there and show us their Bulldog pride. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, with that, now I see no more lights. Dr. Bildell, did you have a comment?
Yeah, I just wanted to echo what everybody up here has said. We are deeply appreciative of all of the support that we continue to get from the county executive to the county council and from this community. And again, I am having conversations with superintendents who are getting ripped by their communities because they're having to lay off hundreds of people. I literally spoke with one today because they're not getting the kind of support that we're getting out here in Anne Arundel County. And so I just want to say thank you again. I want to thank our finance team, finance department. I want to thank our operations department. I want to thank the wonderful staff. You all make it happen. So thank you all.
With that, Ms. Howell.
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Soakworth?
Aye.
Ms. Shawheim?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent?
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
Thanks, everybody. Next up is item 6.10, Unit 1, ratification of the negotiated contract agreement between the Teachers Association of Anne Arundel County, TAC, and the Board of Education for fiscal year 2027.
Thank you, Madam President. The superintendent recommends approval of the negotiated agreement between the Teachers Association of Anne Arundel County, TAC, and the Board of Education for fiscal year 2027.
So moved.
Second.
All right, in discussion. Ms. O, sorry, there you are.
That's okay. Good evening, Ms. Dent, Dr. Bedell, and members of the board. The negotiating teams for the Teachers Association of Anne Arundel County, TAC, and the Board of Education of Anne Arundel County have reached a tentative agreement for fiscal year 2027 pending board ratification. Key highlights of this agreement include, but are not limited to, the following: a step increase for eligible Unit 1 employees, a 2.25% cost of living adjustment for all Unit 1 employees, establishment of a professional trade educator salary scale, modifications to the referral of severe cases provision, and implementation of the 4-day work week from June 24th, 2026 through August 4th, 2026. I would like to acknowledge the efforts of Alyssa Pickard, Executive Director of TAC, UNISERV Director Juanita Howard, the TAC negotiating team, and AACPS representatives in reaching this agreement for FY 2027. On June 16, 2026, TAC ratified the agreement. Accordingly, I respectfully request that the board approve and ratify the attached summary of changes. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, is any, I see no lights. No further discussion? Nope. All right, Ms. Howell.
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Soakworth?
Aye.
Ms. Shawheim?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent?
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
All right, next up, item 6.11, Unit 2, ratifications with negotiated agreements between the Association of Education Leaders and the Board of Education for fiscal year 2027. Dr. Bedell.
Madam President, the superintendent recommends approval of the tentative agreement between the Board of Education of Anne Arundel County and the Association of Education Leaders, also known as AEL.
So moved.
Second.
The negotiating teams for the Board of Education of Anne Arundel County and the Association of Educational Leaders have reached a tentative agreement for fiscal year 2027 pending board ratification. Key highlights of the agreement include the following: a step equivalent increase for all Unit 2 employees, a 2.25% cost of living adjustment for all Unit 2 employees, implementation of the 4-day work week from June 24th, 2026 through August 4th, 2026. I would like to acknowledge the efforts of Don Lucarelli, Don Lucarelli, Chief Negotiator, Tracy Ahern, President of AEL, the AEL negotiating team, and AACPS representatives in reaching a tentative agreement for FY 2027. On June 9th, 2026, AEL ratified this agreement. Accordingly, I respectfully request the board's approval and ratification of the attached summary of changes. Thank you.
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Soakworth?
Aye.
Ms. Shawheim?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent?
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
Next up, item 6.12, Unit 3, ratification of negotiated agreement between the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, ASME, and the Board of Education for fiscal year 2027.
Thank you, Madam President. The superintendent recommends approval of the negotiated agreement between the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, Local 1693, also known as AFME, and the Board of Education for fiscal year 2027.
So moved.
Second.
The negotiating teams for the Board of Education of Anne Arundel County and the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, Local 1693, have reached a tentative agreement for fiscal year 2027 pending ratification. The summary of changes as agreed upon by both parties include the following: a step increase for eligible Unit 3 employees and a 2.25% cost of living adjustment for Unit 3 employees. An implementation of the 4-day work week will continue this year, again from June 24th, 2026 through August 4th, 2026. With the conclusion of FY 2027 negotiations, I would like to express my appreciation for the collaboration, professionalism, and commitment demonstrated through the bargaining process. I would like to especially acknowledge Delania Akindoyo, former AFSCME president, Joe Steiner, current AFSCME president, and the entire AFSCME negotiating team for their leadership and dedication to representing Unit 3 employees. On June 13, 2026, AFSCME ratified this agreement. Accordingly, I respectfully request the board's approval and ratification of the attached summary of changes.
Thank you. Ms. Howe?
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Silkworth?
Aye.
Ms. Schallheim?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent?
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
All right, next up, next up is item 6.13, Unit 4, ratification of the negotiated agreement between the Secretaries and Assistants Association of Anne Arundel County, SAAC, and the Board of Education for fiscal year 2027. Dr. Bedell.
Madam President, the superintendent recommends approval of the negotiated agreement between the Secretaries and Assistants Association of Anne Arundel County, also known as SAAC, and the Board of Education for fiscal year 2027.
So moved. Second.
Ms. Rawls.
Following the parties' agreement to reopen negotiations after the FY 2027 agreement that was ratified by the board on May 6, 2026, was not fully funded, the negotiating teams for the Board of Education and the Secretaries and Administrative Assistants Association of Anne Arundel County reached a revised tentative agreement for fiscal year 2027 subject to board ratification. The new terms include a step increase for eligible Unit 4 employees and a 2.25% cost of living adjustment for all Unit 4 employees. On June 16, 2026, SAAC approved the revised agreement. Accordingly, I respectfully request the board's approval and ratification of the attached summary of changes.
Thank you. Ms. Howe?
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Silkworth?
Aye.
Ms. Schallheim?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent?
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
Next up is item 6.14, terms of employment for Unit 4 employees fiscal year 2027.
Madam President, the superintendent recommends approval of the terms of employment for Unit 5 employees for FY 2027.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
All right. Ms. Rawls.
Terms of employment have been established for AACPS non-represented Unit 5 employees for fiscal year 2027. The recommended changes are as follows: a step equivalent increase for all Unit 5 employees, a 2.25% cost of living adjustment for all Unit 5 employees, and the implementation of the 4-day work week from June 24th, 2026 through August 4th, 2026. Accordingly, I respectfully request the board's approval of the FY 27 terms of employment.
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Silkworth?
Aye.
Ms. Schallheim?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent?
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
Next up is item 6.15, terms of employment for Unit 5 employees for fiscal year 2027.
Madam President, the superintendent recommends approval of the terms of employment for Unit 6 employees for FY 2027.
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Rawls.
Terms of employment have been established for AACPS non-represented Unit 6 employees for fiscal year 2027. The recommended changes are as follows. A step equivalent increase for all Unit 6 employees, a 2.25% cost of living adjustment for all Unit 6 employees, and the implementation of the 4-day work week from June 24th, 2026 through August 4th, 2026. Accordingly, I respectfully request the board's approval of the FY 2027 terms of employment. Thank you.
Ms. Howe?
Ms. Pulliam?
Aye.
Dr. Tobin?
Aye.
Ms. McDermott?
Aye.
Mr. Silkworth?
Aye.
Ms. Schallheim?
Aye.
Ms. McFarland?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
And Ms. Dent?
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0.
All right, finally, item 7.0, well, before we go there, I know you're trying to run out, Ms. Howe, Ms. Ross. I just want to say, and I know that this is probably, I didn't check the history lesson here, but I can tell you since my time on the board, that this is the first time that I've had all contracts ratified, as well as the terms of employment. So thank you very much, you and your team, for the hard work, and thank all of the members of the different unions and associations. I see Ms. Christina Corona here every time dedicated, so it takes a
And Ms.
lot of...
Ahern is also here.
Thank you very much. I mean, I just have to give you guys a round of applause, because this is the first time in history, for me, in my history. And I know it takes a lot to get here. And I know that you are a tough negotiator. So I know that we have gotten over the hump. And so I'm glad that come July 1st, that I can honestly say that all the employees will be able to get their pay raises and get the funding they deserve, because it goes in line with just the amazing work that AACPS has done, and just to show the people that do the work that we appreciate them, and it goes out for not only the work that they do in our school system every day, but just the dedication that each one of the unions and the representative and the people that they represent each and every single day. So kudos to you and your team. Kudos to all of the union leaders. Kudos to everybody that makes it happen. And this, Ms. Cutchins, you will not have to work late this summer. So, so thank you all very much.
Thank you.
All right, finally, item 7.01, award of contracts. Any discussion? Awesome sauce. This concludes today's board meeting. Thank you all for joining us. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn. I'm doing it.
Second.
Motion to adjourn. My turn.
Have a great evening, everyone, and enjoy your summer.